For years, the United States has held an unrivaled position on the global stage of unmanned aerial vehicles. Commanding an aerial armada of the most formidable drones the world has ever seen, the US has consistently boasted air supremacy. This has been achieved while reducing the loss of American pilots, a powerful testament to the country's technological prowess. But the balance of power may be about to change. Other global juggernauts are scrambling to catch up, deploying their own drones over modern battlefields. The Russian Orion drone, a newly airborne titan, has emerged from the shadows. Its design closely resembles the US MQ-1 Predator, which has raised more than a few eyebrows. The implications could be dire for Ukraine, currently in a bitter war on the Eastern European front. If the Russian UAV mirrors the performance of its American doppelgänger, it has the potential to be a formidable adversary. Its capabilities are still a closely guarded secret. Yet, recent footage has emerged of Ukrainian forces seizing the wreckage of an Orion. The world watches, awaiting a revelation that could alter the course of drone warfare forever. Orion. The Kronstadt Orion, a Russian line of unmanned aerial vehicles, or UAVs, was born in the engineering labs of the Moscow-based microelectronics firm, the Kronstadt Group. The company, which falls under the umbrella of Sistema Holding and ventures into mobile phone manufacturing, designed several variants of the Orion drone to cater to domestic and international markets. The journey of the Orion began in 2011, under the banner of the Russian defense-funded Unmanned program. 4 years later, in 2015, Kronstadt unveiled the initial design of the Orion. A year later, in 2016, RIA Novosti confirmed that the drone had taken to the skies for its maiden test flight. Fast forward to 2021, a year before Russia's incursion into Ukraine, and a landmark deal was inked between the Russian Ministry of Defense and Kronstadt. The agreement called for procuring 5 combat groups of an upgraded Orion version. Each unit was set to comprise several drones, with delivery set for 2023. Thus, the recent sightings of these drones soaring above Ukraine's war-torn landscapes may mark their combat service debut. Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu had previously revealed that the Orion had undergone strike mission testing in 2019 in Syria. A year later, in 2020, the Russian Defense Ministry took delivery of its first batch of Orion drones for experimental operation. During the Russian invasion of Ukraine in 2022, the Orion confirmed its combat capabilities and sustained its first loss. By April 9th, video evidence of the Orion successfully executing 6 strikes on Ukrainian vehicles had emerged. However, the first combat loss of a drone was reported just 2 days earlier, on April 7th. Features and variants. The Orion drone family, a classified project since its inception in 2011, has kept its technical details shrouded in mystery. Spokespeople from the Russian Ministry of Defense have revealed little information. However, what has emerged paints a fascinating picture of versatile machines engineered for diverse battlefield roles. The original Orion, known as Unmanned, is a powerhouse capable of carrying 4 guided bombs or missiles with a maximum payload of 200 kilograms. The Orion E is the international face of the Orion family. This export model, designed for reconnaissance, has already landed contracts, though exact details remain undisclosed. The Orion 2, or Helios, is a beefed-up version of the original Orion. It escalates its payload capacity and classification from a medium-altitude long-endurance, or MALE, to a high-altitude long-endurance, or HALE UAV. This behemoth, weighing 11,000 pounds, stretches a wingspan of 30 meters and is designed for autonomous operations lasting up to 30 hours at altitudes exceeding 10,000 meters. The world got its first peek at this monster when a full-scale mock-up was unveiled in August 2020 at the Kronstadt pilot plant. Notably, there's also an export variant of the Orion 2. The final variant, the Sirius, or Unmanned RU, is an advanced iteration with a twin-engine design. Its specifications, size, payload, endurance, and range place it almost on par with a manned aircraft, at least according to Russian authorities. This male attack UAV flaunts a 30-meter wingspan, 9-meter length, and 3.3-meter height. It's armed with a maximum combat load of 450 kilograms, cruises at 295 kilometers per hour, and can reach heights of up to 12,000 meters with an endurance of 40 hours. In a showcase at the MAX 2019 International Aviation and Space Exposition near Moscow, a full-scale mock-up of this 5-ton drone was unveiled. This cutting-edge Orion variant has since undergone successful joint tests with piloted aircraft as of August 2022. This continuous innovation signifies the relentless pursuit of supremacy in the skies, a testament to the potential future of warfare. Catching up to the best. The ongoing conflict in Ukraine has seen the Orion class of drones rise to prominence, drawing comparisons from military enthusiasts and experts to the iconic American Predator drone. The MQ-1 Predator, with its maiden flight dating back to 1994, has been a pioneering figure in modern drone warfare, becoming an American symbol. Russia's Orion drone bears striking similarities to the Predator, sharing key design features like the long, straight wing and a pusher propeller power plant. This has led many to speculate that Russia's goal was to emulate the Predator's formidable performance, securing its dominance in the skies. However, despite the parallels and potential performance equivalence, the Predator was retired in 2018 after nearly a quarter of a century in service. It gave way to the MQ-9 Reaper, which now forms the backbone of the US drone forces. Analysts have suggested that the most advanced versions of the Russian Orion drone might even surpass the US Reaper, attributing this to the Orion being a newer design and equipped with more recent technology. Samuel Bendit, an analyst for the Center for Naval Analyses, strikes a less optimistic note about Orion's potential in a Newsweek interview, saying that the Reaper, quote, is much better than Orion since it's been flying for many years and is a much more battle-proven platform than the Russian drone. Developed by General Atomics Aeronautical Systems and first flown in 2001, the MQ-9, also known as Predator B, is a remotely piloted aircraft crewed by a 2-person team. Named Reaper by the US and Royal Air Force, it represents, quote, a major evolutionary leap forward in overall performance and reliability compared to its predecessor, according to General Atomics. With the capacity to hit speeds of 276 miles per hour and operate for up to 27 hours at altitudes up to 50,000 feet, the Reaper boasts a payload capacity of over 3,850 pounds, including 3,000 pounds of external stores. After nearly 2 decades of service, the Reaper has proven itself a potent, effective, and lethal force in aerial warfare. While Russian supporters tout the Orion as Putin's Reaper, and US analysts argue that the Reaper is far superior, the inner workings of the Orion drones are still shrouded in secrecy, and its actual capabilities remain a mystery. A unique opportunity. Recently, images have surfaced, purportedly showcasing the wreckage of an Orion drone. According to the Ukraine weapons tracker OSINT group, this rare Russian combat drone was armed with at least one KAB-20 guided aerial bomb. Ukraine and its allies find themselves with a golden opportunity to unravel the technological mysteries of these notorious Russian drones. Should the Orions match the power and efficiency of their American counterparts, this intelligence could equip Ukraine with a crucial upper hand in devising countermeasures against their threat. However, if these drones fall short of their US rivals, as some analysts suggest, the wreckage could expose the underlying flaws and shortcomings of the technology Russia is deploying on the Ukrainian battlefield. And so the tale of the Orion drones continues to unfold. Thank you for watching Dark Footage. For more shocking footage from the world's battlefields, subscribe and hit that notification bell. For more military action, check out our other Dark Documentaries channels. We publish new content regularly, so stay tuned.